Next question.
Currently, I'm carrying a bit of fat. Not sure on percentages, but at the guess, I'd say maybe 20 to 30%, which was gained when I took time off training for a while and let myself go. I'm not new to the gym, but the aim was to drop fat, then to attempt to build muscle. However, that seems counterproductive to drop it and then try and build again, and naturally a bit of fat comes back on. Would you suggest slightly getting into a surplus of a couple hundred calories and building while monitoring fat levels till I get to a size and weight I'm happy with and then aim to cut the fat? I just don't want to change goals and then be in the same spot.
This actually ties into a question that we had in the most recent episode of Your 4, where I explained how you can't be in a caloric deficit and caloric surplus at the same time. So you have to choose either being in a surplus and building muscle and understand that fat gain is going to be a side effect of that, or vice versa, be in a deficit, lose the body fat, and understand that a little bit of muscle loss is going to be a side effect of that. And I disclaimed that by saying that, you know, as a newbie, you can recomp. There is a very small opportunity to do both at the same time. Outside of that, when the stimulus is not new, you got to choose one or the other. And this kind of ties into that because this person who asked this question is obviously not a newbie, because he said took time off training. So he's been training for quite some time and put a bunch of body fat on. The short answer to this question is lose the fat first. And the reason why I say that is because muscle tissue is going to grow much more efficiently in a leaner body. There's a lot of real hard data now that shows that to be true. If you are carrying too much body fat, it's just going to be more difficult for your body to build new muscle tissue. So lose the fat first, go into a caloric deficit first until you're happy with where your body fat percentage is at. I don't know what this sits for this person, might be 10, 12, 15, whatever it is. Once you're happy there, then flip the switch, go into a very slight caloric surplus and focus on building muscle. But understand that when you go back to that caloric surplus, the side effect of being in a caloric surplus and building muscle is that you will gain a little bit of fat. There's just no way around it. So lose the fat first and then worry about building muscle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree 100%. I'd recommend cutting now. Get down to a healthy body fat percentage. There's a slight chance you might even recomp a little bit as muscle memory might kick in.
Yeah,
while you're
right
cutting.
at the beginning.
Beginning,
Yep.
A little bit.
Yeah, it depends he doesn't say how long he's taken off, right?
Yeah.
Like if you've taken 2 or 3 years off, you probably recomp at the start for a little bit. Exactly what you said. There's muscle memory. It's going to come back.
Yeah. The first reason I say this is that if you're a bit overweight as well, and you start getting leaner, you're going to see progress a lot quicker.
You look like you've built muscle.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You'll look a lot better, and which is going to help as well with motivation, and it's going to help build that habit of being back in the gym.
Yeah.
The second one, like you said, your body, it's easier to build muscle when you're lean. And secondly, when you're leaner or in a deficit, your body will be a bit more receptive to the food that's coming in. So then when you're trying to put on muscle, you'll respond a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, your insulin sensitivity is going to go up. You're going to be able to partition carbohydrates much more efficiently. I mean, this is one of the reasons why muscle builds more efficiently in a leaner body, because the hormone responses of being in a leaner body are much more aligned with building new muscle tissue than the hormone responses in an overweight body.